everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Dolphins are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Vikings, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Miami Dolphins. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's go! Throwing, Hundley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go!
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Hundley. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Former 2nd-round pick. This is Joe Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Osweiler. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, used to say when you got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. It may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
The 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
All right, here we go. Destroy!
Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Osweiler. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They run it again with Hill. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action with Osweiler. Being chased out left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Defense showing blitz. But they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nazir Jones coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On third down, Osweiler. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Buying time to his left. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. Whoa! Still won't go down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is going to sound crazy, but that type of a carry, big-time run, actually brings a high and a low to it. The high, of course, is the run. But the low, he didn't quite get to the end zone, just short of the pylon. What do you think he's doing in the huddle right now, Garrett?
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there at 22. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. 3rd and goal now, so some urgency here for the offense. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And out now come the Vikings. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Osweiler. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now here come the Dolphins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Well, that 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Could have had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets it away. It's a high hanger. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Osweiler now off the bootleg. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms.
Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run here with Mixon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They'll try and run with Mixon, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return will stop right around the 25. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Osweiler on second down. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Osweiler. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one. But with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. The try here for the extra point. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Anderson coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing, Osweiler. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Mixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 1 yard is the gain, and it'll give the Vikings a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Caught on the right side, Reed. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling.
Back to the Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
Now they run with Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. You give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets the...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And his kick is good. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go. Run 38. Here we go. Run 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I bet you can take the spirit away from it.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now the Vikings now heading on to the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Dumps it off to Mixon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Osweiler on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Throwing again, Osweiler. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
Back to the Philly. Here we go.
Back to the air, Osweiler after the pick six. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Osweiler. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
On first down, Osweiler. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Third and long, it's Osweiler. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From midfield now, here's Osweiler. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Vikings on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Osweiler. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ohio! Here we go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete.